welcome back out to the shop. Today we are going to be reconditioning this thing. This is my old cast iron hibachi, and you can see it's in very poor shape. About every 5 years I have to clean it up, repaint it, and this time I'm going to have to make some new handles for it. These wooden handles, this one's really soft. It's about ready to fall off. This one, as you can see, completely disintegrated and fell off. Years ago, the dampers down here to adjust the airflow, they were cast iron and they rotted away, so I made these stainless steel dampers here for it, and because it's so rusty, they're kind of hard to move. I still move, but it's time for a recondition job. I have 3 longer legs for this one that so it's freestanding, and you can put the longer legs in it with these thumb bolts right here, which are actually turning, surprisingly enough. I made little short 3 little short legs for it so that I could use it on a tabletop. Anyway, I'll start getting this thing cleaned up and keep you abreast of the progress. Okay, we're making some progress. We got this thing apart. Here's the parts for it. And over here you can see, let's see if we can see, it's a Rossini Hibachi. Rossini brand. Yeah, it's probably been more than 5 years since I've redone this one. But yeah, here's the handle. The other handle that didn't fall off. You can see how bad a shape that thing's in. And I noticed, which part is it? Oh, right here. Yeah, that broke off. But there's enough of a hole there. I don't think I could, I have an oxyacetylene set up. I could probably try and braze a piece back on that. But I think I'm just going to use a longer bolt and a washer. This thing's pretty old and pitted. And that'll be good enough to hold it together. Two of the bolts I had to cut and use a cold chisel to get those off. Here's all the tools I used. So here's my homemade penetrating oil. It's just a blend of oils that I make, and then I added acetone to it, and then use a syringe and use that penetrating oil. I had to use some propane and a hammer and cold chisel, vice grips, wrenches, Dremel. Yeah, that's all the tools it took to just take this simple little thing apart. But we got it apart. Now it's time to get everything cleaned up. Okay, folks, here's where we're at. So let me get my finger out of the camera lens. All right, so here's where we're at. What I did, I took a putty knife and I scraped all the loose rust off. And what I'm doing now is I'm trying Evaporust on it. I don't have a big enough vat of Evaporust to dip the whole thing in. All the smaller parts that I took off are soaking in Evaporust in a container, but I don't have a container big enough, and I don't have enough Evaporust to put this whole thing in. So I just took some paper towels and soaked it in Evaporust and laid them over it, and we'll give that a shot and see how well that works. And I got a couple of pieces of teak cut right here that I'm going to use to make the new handles out of teak. So yeah, we'll get started on that next, and I'll bring you back and show you the status on that. Okay, I'm working on the handles now, and sorry about the shaky camera work here, but basically yeah, I'm just mortising these out. What I did, I took a 1/2 inch Forstner bit, and I just marked them and drilled a 1/2 inch shallow hole there for each side. I used the old handle right here as a pattern, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just in the process of replicating the original style handle. It's going to be a hair wider, but that won't hurt anything. A little wider, a little more grip. So yeah, so I just got this one. It's pretty good, and of course, you know, it goes on this way. It slips on the other way. Yeah, I'll get the other side. I got 3 more of these to do, and then I'll bring you back and show you the handles. Yeah, I'm just I drilled that 1/2 inch hole with Forstner bit, and then I'm just taking a 1/2 inch chisel and chiseling that wood out. Okay, see you in a bit. And through the magic of video, there we're ready for reassembly. So I painted it yesterday with that stuff there, some high heat paint, and sanded the handles a little bit, you know, got those all ready to put on the brackets. And something pretty cool when I was cleaning this up, look at that, Japan number 1F. And yeah, I'm gonna show you a picture now that I found online. This is like I said before, a Rossini Hibachi. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to put it back together with some stainless hardware I pulled out. I'm not going to bother reusing the old hardware that it came with. I won't have to worry about it if I have to take it apart again. I won't have all that trouble I had this time. And so yeah, let me get this thing back together, and we'll show you what it looks like. And here it is. And here it is, put back together. Of course, I still have to clean up the cooking grates up. Yet I haven't done that yet. I've got the longer legs on it right now that I told you about, that it came with. And I may have to turn some new handles for the fire grates. And I definitely need to find some new rubber feet. I may have some. I'll have to check and see for the legs. But the legs just screw on with these thumb bolts right there. And then I've got those short stubby legs that I made for to set on the tabletop. And I like this one because it has the 2 different grates, and you can adjust them to different heights. Yeah, I think it came out pretty good. I have another Hibachi the same size as this one, but it has a 1-piece grate for the top, and I could actually use that grate on this one because I saved it. But I turned that Hibachi into a little small forge, so I may show that in a later video, how I made that. Made a forge out of a Hibachi, a little small Hibachi like this one. But yeah, I got where the dampers, if I can adjust real good. Alright, and that'll be a wrap for the Hibachi reconditioning video. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you coming around and watching. And this is Dave. I'll see you in the next one.